The following is a Mid-Atlantic Sports special presentation.
Welcome to the Carolina Sports Arena in Burlington, North Carolina. This is CWF Mid-Atlantic Wrestling.
That's right. Entering the ring at this time, you're looking at two very well-known gentlemen, the Street Sweepers, but look who's coming out to face them.
The new Rising Generation League champion, Ultra Dragon. He was crowned the new champion at Battlecade 6 on December 17th. And today, Ultra Dragon will be teaming up with another youngster by the name of Alexx.
Alexx, this is not his first appearance here at the Carolina Sports Arena. This young man is known to take chances. This could be a great one.
Yeah, Alexx actually made his debut in the second Cybernetico match late last year. And right now, squaring off, middle of the ring, as the Street Sweepers, Ultra Dragon and Alexx waste no time getting underway in this one.
That's right. It looks like the Street Sweepers are down to the floor, rethinking their strategy, but you got to keep an eye on these two youngsters.
Dragon and Sage landing on the ring apron. The Street Sweepers thinking they've sidestepped their opposition, but they haven't done that. Sage, Dragon, both flying off the top rope, flying body press. Referee Charles Richardson making a count on both of them.
So is that a count of 4, 2 counts?
However you want to look at it, but Ultra Dragon and Alexx staying right on top of the more well-oiled combination of the Street Sweepers. Now, double sunset flip. Charles Richardson back, making a double count again. And the Street Sweepers have really been taken out of their game in this one.
Yeah, the Street Sweepers seem to be in reverse, something they very rarely do in tag team competition. Looks like Sage is driving the knee to the midsection of Sinn and signaling his partner to go to the top.
I'll tell you one thing, Ultra Dragon and Alexx are working together like they've done some tag team wrestling before, as they have the Street Sweepers rocking here in the early going.
But I've got a question. Who are the legal men?
I don't even think that issue has even been decided as of yet, and referee Charles Richardson is having a very bad February 18th so far.
That's right. Looks like a whole reversal by the Street Sweepers.
And Sinn nearly decapitates Ultra Dragon.
Ultra Dragon and Alexx both face down on the canvas at this point of the match. You got to be wondering if Ultra Dragon is counting his teeth.
Of course, Alexx took a big shot there as well, which is exactly why you see Gregory Vercetti now finally with an offensive opportunity going to work on that left arm of Alexx.
Yeah, and we're finally down to 3 men in the ring. Referee Charles Richardson has got it down to a one-on-one, the way we're supposed to start out tag team wrestling. Alexx against Vercetti.
Boy, and for anyone that may have saw Alexx debut late last year, do you remember that incredible finisher that he employs in his repertoire? It's like almost an inverted shooting star press. I have no idea what he calls it, but it's one of the most high-risk, electrifying top rope maneuvers I have seen in a long, long time.
Well, you've noticed here in the last few moments, this match has got down to the speed that the Street Sweepers like to run. They are being methodical, trying to do every bit of damage they can. Sage able to fight his way out, reverses into a hammerlock.
Yeah, Alexx he is certainly a high flyer, but he's got some size on him as well, so he's definitely going to be able to match up with either Vercetti or Sinn in the power department.
Oh, goodness. Sage gets a boot up, spinning elbow straight to the jaw.
Roaring elbow floors Vercetti, and now making the tag out to the Rising Generation League champion himself, Ultra Dragon.
It looks like, oh, here we go. We're going to have a little help from one on the other. Dragon to the second rope. What?
Up on his partner's shoulders, and now moonsaulting on top of Vercetti. And Alexx following it up with a standing moonsault. Dragon with the cover, and Sinn right there to make a save for his tag team partner.
Now, Alexx being a youngster, had he seen that Sinn was entering the ring, this match could very well have been over right then.
Yeah, well, either Dragon or Sage should have probably been keeping an eye out for Sinn there while their other partner was making the cover. But now Vercetti and Dragon reversal by Vercetti, but Dragon still gets the drop kick into the knee, going off the other ropes. And one of the more unique swinging neck breakers you'll ever see. Dragon with the cover, but only able to get it 2.
Yeah, Dragon, I tell you what, he is exciting. He is one of the most physical high flyers you've ever seen. I mean, this kid will go toe-to-toe with anyone.
Yeah, this is the kind of action I expected. When I saw the lineup for tonight, it said the Street Sweepers against Dragon and Sage. It's been non-stop from before the opening bell, and now another reversal by Gregory Vercetti. Off, Dragon is elevated, but still is able to land the drop kick right in the jaw of Vercetti.
Ultra Dragon, the best way to describe him, he is sudden. He comes out of nowhere with moves like that.
Ultra Dragon still staying one step ahead of Vercetti. Oh, big European uppercut.
Tell you, that really rocked the chimes on Ultra Dragon. Ultra Dragon's a little bit rubber-legged right now.
Gregory Vercetti going for a maneuver that we have not seen him hit before. Take a Dragon all the way around.
That was, I wouldn't even know what to call that. It looked like some sort of reverse neck breaker.
Yeah, almost hooked like a cobra clutch. Pulled him up over the back and then dropped him flat. Now making the tag out for Sinn, who's actually, for the first time, legal in this contest.
Yeah, Sinn's going to, the same move?
Going for a very similar maneuver of what Vercetti did but turns it into a side slam and drops all his weight right on the torso of Dragon, making the cover, and Sage is right there for Dragon.
And that was a really close one. Referee Charles Richardson trying to get Sage out of the ring. Gives the Street Sweepers an opportunity to double up.
Boy, the Street Sweepers going to town on Ultra Dragon as soon as they got that opening. I'll tell you one thing, I really think the Street Sweepers may have a little something extra to prove today. You could say the same for the team of Alpha and Omega, because it was our last CSA taping that not the Street Sweepers, not Alpha and Omega, but the tag team of Mitch Connor and Garry the Mad Trucker Stevens snuck in and won the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles from the Southside Players, a goal that the Street Sweepers and Alpha and Omega have been striving for the past year.
Yeah, and that was kind of unexpected regardless. Wait a minute, Dragon down, Grapevine's down, Sinn up, and Dragon out of the way.
Sinn's posterior meets the canvas. As we were saying, I really think the Street Sweepers, you may see more aggressiveness out of them than normal because they have something to prove. They feel that those tag team titles were taken right out from underneath them, but Alexx, big missile drop kick up the top.
That's right, and the tag team champions, we're having a lot of fun with them. They've been, I've heard them referred to as the cheese cracker heads.
What a kick by Sage!
But I believe, are they not referring to themselves as Beauty and the Beast?
There's still a lot of unanswered questions. Later here tonight, we're going to have the tag team champions, the new tag team champions in action. But right now, Alexx and Ultra Dragon may well have the Street Sweepers where they want them.
That's right. Looks like both men up to the second rope. They're having a little fun with the crowd. Street Sweepers still down on the canvas, but Vercetti's up.
Yeah, Vercetti swept the leg of Ultra Dragon and now trying to hang him upside down. And Sage, no one home off the top rope.
He could have broke his neck if he'd have missed that by a good 3 or 4 degrees. Looks like Ultra Dragon tied up by the legs in the corner.
Yeah, Vercetti has him almost in a tree of woe there. Dragon trying to free himself, and this is going to label the Street Sweepers to do some double team action. Powerbomb on Alexx. Charles Richardson with the count, and just like that, as the Ultra Dragon has nowhere to go, the Street Sweepers are victorious in the opening contest here today.
And holy cow, they're going to go over and beat on Dragon a little more. Impressive. Impressive win for the Street Sweepers.
Boy, Cornelius J. Lumpkin III just keeps trying and trying. Today, he is aligned take Lawson with the United Nations of Devastation. Their opposition, the former Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, one of the most revered tag teams in CWF history, the Southside Players, and their partner, he's dangerous from any angle, it's Brass Munkey.
That's right, we got action in the ring. Hugh Bad News Johnson, the big man, and the veteran of the whole group, J Money, the legendary J Money. You know, he has a religious persona, and we do adore him.
The J Money is God in the Mid-Atlantic. He's got a lot of respect from everyone, from a fan to a fellow competitor. And right now, J Money going to work on the arm of a very old foe. There's a lot of history here. In fact, mainly during 2002, the Southside Players of then J Money and LA Cash were at war with the United Nations of Devastation over the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles. 2003 rolled along, and it was Unod against Brass Munkey and the American Steel Ninja for the tag team titles. In fact, that contest won 2003 Feud of the Year.
That's right. Now we got Munkey's taking a bite out of the hand. It looks like bad news here. Referee may have actually seen that one.
Yeah, Brass Munkey and the Playas looking to have a little bit of fun right here. And here comes the fighter of the trio, Will Be Smooth.
He jiggles when I hit him. That's not even right.
That's right. As Will Be Smooth so eloquently puts it, he jiggles when I hit him.
Yes, I think that pretty much says it all. Will Be's got a he's proving his point here. Will Be Smooth is a scientist. Do you realize this? This is scientific wrestling we're seeing here.
Have we ever seen Will Be Smooth have so much fun in the ring as what he's having today?
And I tell you what, he is one dangerous competitor. That's not the kind of guy you would want to meet in Dark Alley. That's the kind of guy you'd want backing you up.
Yeah, all joking aside, you know, Hugh Johnson really needs to make a tag right now to one of his partners, preferably Drake Tungsten. He misses the tag on that go-around, and misses it on that go-around. J Money hanging on the arm.
Well, that's a tag.
I'm not sure if it's going to legally count as a tag, but Drake Tungsten's certainly going to count it.
Well, yeah, Drake Tungsten, they're telling, you know, this is his regular tag team partner. Wait a minute.
A little dissension in the ranks between the United Nations of Devastation. You think if two members of that trio were going to get along, it'd be Tungsten and Johnson. But they're the two having problems in the early going. J Money, crown from behind, and Drake Tungsten right there to save his tag team partner.
Yeah, Tungsten already in the ring was Johnny on the spot with that one, but J Money's going back on the offensive. Irate by Big Hugh B, and he tags in Tank Lawson.
Yeah, he made a beeline to the corner and tagged the massive Tank Lawson, possibly one of the most powerful individuals, if not the most powerful in all the Mid-Atlantic, and snatches J Money up violently right by the head.
And I tell you what, Tank Lawson is scary strong. We don't think he is aware of just how strong he is. I mean, look at this. On his feet. Incredible.
Very professional to at least let J Money land on his feet. You know, Tank Lawson, you hear a lot of cheers in the crowd when it comes to Tank Lawson. He has a lot of supporters. Him and Cornelius J. Lumpkin III, it amazes me that Tank Lawson has yet to take the head off of Lumpkin.
Well, you do notice when Drake Tungsten finally tags in legally, I didn't hear any cheers.
Oh, no, there's no cheers for the Pasty White Kid.
Oh!
There's some cheers for the Spinal Tap. He got out of the way and fast to that second Spinal Tap, though.
Well, I guess that proves that Tungsten still can learn Munkey down to the floor.
Munkey very precariously crashes to the concrete floor here at the Carolina Sports Arena.
J Money's taking a little to that. He's coming in on it. But look, Tank Lawson's being instructed.
Yeah, but the thing is, see, Tank Lawson, I think he'll beat any man just for the fun of it. But when someone tells him to do something, when someone orders him to do something, that's where the hesitation comes into play, and that's why Tank Lawson has some issues with Cornelius J. Lumpkin III. How many tag team partners has Lumpkin tried to partner Tank Lawson up with? He should be trying to get Tank Lawson a championship shot of some form, not in tag team matches, but for some reason, Lumpkin just refuses to have Tank do what Tank wants to do.
Well, Lumpkin has brought in a rogues gallery of people that we know and people we don't know, people we've never seen here in the Mid-Atlantic before, but, you know, I don't understand the point. You are correct. Why do you not line Tank Lawson into a position to go for a singles title, something that he can carry on, can move up to? I mean, why in the world isn't he a major contender for the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title?
It boggles my mind as you not lets to set up Brass Monkey, drop toe hold, and a massive elbow smash of Hugh Johnson crashing down across the spine of Brass Monkey.
And that indeed would be bad news. Now, Johnson's going to slow it down a little bit, help Munkey back up to his feet. He's looking for the corner.
Of course, Brass Monkey is coming off one of the biggest victories of his entire career on January 28th. It involved the AWA World Light Heavyweight Champion Crazy K Kirby Mack, and in that match, it was a Four Corners Tag Team bout. The winner, if they defeated Kirby Mack, would get a shot at the Light Heavyweight title. Brass Monkey won the match. He made Mack tap out, but it wasn't Kirby Mack. It was TJ Mack, Kirby Mack's partner. But regardless, you have got to consider Brass Monkey one of the top contenders for the AWA World Light Heavyweight title.
You know, I guess singles title would be a great idea for Brass Monkey at this point. He's already held the Mid-Atlantic tag team titles along with American Steel Ninja. Tungsten down, only able to get a 2 count. He's going to go right to the throat.
And possibly one of the most underrated single performers in the past few years in CWF Mid-Atlantic. I think that may have a lot to do with the fact that he has not held singles gold. That TV title has unfortunately eluded him, but he is more than capable of taking that strap off of anyone at any given moment.
Yeah, and we do know that he's dangerous. The T-shirt that he's got on isn't just a gimmick. I mean, you saw Drake Tungsten move out of the way earlier in this match to keep from getting another Spinal Tap.
If there's one man that has absorbed more punishment from Brass Monkey over the past few years, it has got to be Drake Tungsten.
And I tell you what, look at this. Cornelius J. Lumpkin on the outside. Is that the Canadian flag he's carrying? Oh, Johnson drops across the head. Brass Monkey's going to have Excedrin headache number 321 in the morning.
Tungsten now looking to pull Brass Monkey back to the center of the ring. They've really isolated Monkey from the former tag team champions, the Southside Players. And you know they came here today looking for a fight. They no longer have the gold. They hold the championship for nearly 1 full year and then get robbed from Garry Stevens and Mitch Connor.
Yeah, I mean, if there was going to be a tag team title change, as we would have been thinking 2 months ago, the team of Stevens and Connor would be the absolute last team that we would have been thinking of because they weren't even a team.
They are former champions. They are certainly great individual wrestlers, but tag team champions, I still cannot get over it when you have teams the likes of the Players, Unod, Street Sweepers, Alpha and Omega, sit and watch. And Mitch Connor and Garry Stevens walked out with the gold.
Yeah, it was an incredible night for sure, but you know, Will Smooth finally able to get back in, make the save there on his partner. Brass Monkey does direly need to get back in his corner. Johnson takes an eye, turns around. He's going to launch Monkey back into the ropes.
Irish whip off the ropes. Hugh B. Monkey tried to spin all the way around, hooked the arm, taking Hugh B back down. Hugh B a little bit out of it, a little dazed, possibly giving Monkey the opportunity he needs. Driving the corner, but no one home as Hugh B dumps Monkey over the top rope, but Monkey won't die. He fires away with a shot on Hugh B. Johnson's back. Now perched on the top rope, missile drop kick.
And I tell you what, now if Monkey can make the tag, looks like he's going to roll over to his corner. Wait, he's not tagging in anybody.
Well, we've seen him hit it before. Monkey doesn't want the tag. He wants one specific maneuver. Lariat!
Oh my goodness, what a shot. Hugh B's down again.
Hugh B. Johnson down and out. How many men have we seen Brass Monkey pin with the lariato?
I tell you what, I got to wonder, did he not take a shot and when he hit the ropes, I mean, he went down like a rock.
The referee being distracted by the Southside Players. Take Lawson with the flagpole, middle of the ring. Lumpkin barking orders.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, that was possibly not a smart move on the behalf of Tungsten.
Did you hear the breaking of wood over the skull of Drake Tungsten?
Are we sure it wasn't Tungsten's skull we heard breaking?
Tank Lawson has sent a message to his tag team partners, to say the least. Hugh B. Johnson feeling the effects of the lariat on the outside of the ring. Drake Tungsten feeling the effects of wood on the outside of the ring. Cornelius J. Lumpkin trying to round up the troops. Referee arguing with them.
I tell you, this is incredible. Anytime you come to the Carolina Sports Arena, you can see almost anything. Lawson is helping the referee count them.
And the referee's not arguing. Cornelius J. Lumpkin, the third, and the United Nations of Devastation are heading out of here. The bell sounds, and apparently this match has been awarded by a count-out to the Southside Players and Brass Monkey.
But look at Tank Lawson. He doesn't look upset that he lost the match.
Oh, what is Lumpkin thinking? Is he out of his way?
Swing it, swing it.
Oh, the Players have him. The Players have CGL third. Lumpkin was squirming for his life, and he was finally able to break free and get out of here. Tank Lawson, no friend of the Southside Players, but he certainly helped them and Brass Monkey to victory here today.
and rambunctious, 285 pounds, keeping it real in the double six, Donnie Dollars!
What's going on, Rock and Roll Matty D? Haven't got a promo in a long time, so I'm gonna do it real quick. Donnie Dollars is in deep trouble tonight. Army of Ragnus, Matty D, G-Star.
One step towards revenge for Rock and Roll Matty D here today at the Carolina Sports Arena against an old nemesis, Big Donnie Dollars, a member of Fatback Enterprises. No one home.
Nothing, sir!
Matty D trying to fire off a series of shots. Donnie Dollars just standing there absorbing every bit of it.
Tell you what, Donnie Dollars is like the immovable object. Matty D is trying to be the irresistible force, but Dollars just swats off the drop kick.
Donnie Dollars is as tough as a man to knock down as there is, but Donnie Dollars, why is he just standing there taking it? He can only take so many of these, and he ain't going to take that one.
And finally, like the mighty oak, he has felled Donnie Dollars down. Matty D over for the cover.
Oh, Brad Stutts trying to get a hand in there. Matty D warned him he better keep his nose out of business here today. Springboard by Matty, caught in midair by Donnie Dollars.
Oh, this could be ugly for Matty D. Square on the back onto the canvas. Donnie Dollars looming over him. Goes for the cover.
Dollars with the cover, and you got to think, while watching this, where in the world is that despicable Michael Yamaha and that expletive deleted Amber O'Neal?
Hey, that was nice. That was easier than saying what we almost said.
Yeah, I'm sure they're back somewhere watching this one. They've sent Donnie Dollars into action today to get the job done against Rock and Roll Matty D. Tell you one thing, Matty D's probably had the greatest series of matches in his life here as of late, but unfortunately, he is yet to be able to get a win over Michael Yamaha. He had Yamaha beat clean, fair, and square on January 21st when Amber O'Neal turned her back on everyone that ever cared about her.
And I tell you what, Matty D's getting choked out on the canvas right now. Referee Red Jones making the count. Donnie Dollars breaks before the 5.
Of course, Dollars having a little bit of word with G-Star there, who's, of course, aligned herself with Matty D here as of late, trying to even out the balance of Brad Stutts on the other side of the ring.
Well, you know, Brad Stutts, he's always the mastermind. He's always the straw that stirs the drink. He's got something going many times that we don't know anything about for months after it happens.
Dollars now, the power of Donnie Dollars is really coming into play as he fires Matty and hard into that corner.
Matty D hit that corner like a rag doll. Donnie Dollars going to work on the trapezius.
Boy, will anyone ever forget that handicap match? Well, it wasn't supposed to be a handicap match, but just a couple weeks ago, it was Matty and Roy Wilkins against Dollars and Yamaha. Matty fought the fight of his life because before the match even started, Fatback Enterprises took out the knee of G-Star in the back, took out Roy Wilkins, knocked him out cold. Matty wrestled for about 12 minutes, 2-on-1, tremendous effort. Finally, Roy was able to get to the ring, and I'll tell you one thing, Roy Wilkins made Yamaha tap that night. Yamaha just wasn't the legal guy.
Yeah, that was incredible. Roy Wilkins, or as some of the other competitors refer to him, Roy the Rage Wilkins.
Whoa! Right in the mush of Matty D by Donnie Dollars. Fatback is ecstatic at ringside.
Yeah, Fatback should be instructing his man to make the cover. This match should be over.
Donnie Dollars still young, still hesitant at times, and this is a rookie mistake. Donnie Dollars is not a rookie, but that is the kind of mistake a rookie makes. You never, ever pick up a competitor, much less the likes of one Matty D.
Well, you know, Donnie Dollars has always been on the other dressing room. He's always been one of the guys that the fans, well, they are going to admit that, yes, he's a scary kind of guy. He could be a great competitor. He is a great competitor, but they don't really like his antics. But are we seeing a change in him for the worse since he's aligned with Fatback?
Oh, Matty landing on the second rope there. Fake Dollars out. Dollars full steam ahead. Ran right into the steel repost. Matty D springboard. Has him down. Sends that flip. Trying to get his weight up on top of him. And just like that, Matty D somehow almost accidentally holds the shoulders of Donnie Dollars down for a 3 count.
Holy cow, Donnie Dollars in disbelief. Fatback's not sure he's really seeing what happened. This is incredible.
Almost a fluke-like pin. And Matty D, oh, Yamaha! Yamaha, I knew he had to be watching somewhere. Yet another cheap shot from behind.
And it looks like we've got a terrible outnumber here. We've got 4-on-1 Fatbacks in the ring as well, stomping the head and the back and the shoulders of Matty D, dragging G-Star out on the corner. Brad Stutts is getting involved.
How many times do we have to see Fatback Enterprises try to maul, try to maim these poor heroes of the CSA? Beating down OG, Matty's already wrestled a match against Donnie Dollars. You know how much that can take out of a man. And now Amber O'Neil. Oh, what? Yamaha with a chair over the knee of G. Do you not have any respect for your fellow human beings? How can you do it?
None of them do. All of them are part of this. You can't say one of them isn't a part of this.
G trying to fight for everything he's worth. Dollars with one leg. Stutts trying to wrap around Manny on the outside.
What are you doing? Not too long ago, I was in your position. But guess what, baby? You will never be where I am now. Because you will never walk again. And we will see to it.
How can you say anything like that? G-Star stood by your side during your reconstructive knee surgery. Why in the world? What is your obsession with trying to maim this poor girl? Oh no, not the Fatback splash! No, get out of there, G! Get out of there!
Oh my goodness, all that weight impact across the knee that's already been hit. He's still stomping away at it. That's sadistic. Oh, wait a minute. Commissioner Cross out to the ring.
Commissioner Cross goes Brass Monkey fresh from his match back to the ring. The Southside Players. Why in the world would you try to do that to another human being? What you've already done to Matty D in the past weeks, in the past months, isn't that enough for now? Why do you have to take it out on every single person that these people in the CSA care about?
I told everybody in the back, I'm not putting up with this. I'm not putting up with it. That's it. Get out of my building. You're out of here for 6 weeks. Get out of here. And if you don't get out now, if you don't get out now, it's going to be 6 weeks. Get out of here. You're not. I don't want to see it for 6 weeks. Get out of here. I'm telling you, you want to make it 6 months? Get out of my building. It's not going to happen like this. Yeah, but Stuttsy, Fatback.
Commissioner Cross making one of the best calls of his entire tenure. Fatback Enterprises, each and every one of those deplorable human beings suspended for 6 weeks. But unfortunately, 6 weeks cannot take back the damage that has been done here tonight at the Carolina Sports Arena. They've tried to hurt Matty D once again, and my God, what have they done to G-Star? She has a long, storied history of knee problems, and once again, that comes into play as Brad Stutts, Michael Yamaha, Donnie Dollars, and Amber O'Neil trying to maim her.
Ladies and gentlemen, last match in 59 seconds, rock and roll Matty D.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to say something right now. They're gone for 6 weeks. And you best believe that I will be sitting here waiting 6 weeks from now, Michael Yamaha, for you to get back. Because we're going to get our revenge. And I'm going to make sure that every single one of these people is going to see it.
Love you, Manny!
Gee, I hope you get better. Appreciate it, everybody. Now, I'm sure all of y'all are pretty intelligent people, and you can tell that the device I'm wearing is not a necklace. It's not a part of my normal attire or fashion statement that I walk around with. It is a neck brace, which is something you were medically ordered to wear when you receive any neck trauma.
which if all of you were here 2 weeks ago, I most certainly did in the middle of this ring. If you weren't, I will gladly explain it to you, because I've been telling myself for the last 2 weeks what happened in this ring. I was involved in a 6-man, 3-on-3, me, Slick Diddy, and Joey Sylvia against 3 guys not even worth mentioning. 2 of those guys decided to take it upon themselves to bring a steel chair here, right in the middle of me getting ready to hit the DUI and win the whole stinking match. The other guy decided to pick me up and move the pile driver, which I think is banned in the CWF. You took it upon yourself to suspend one of the guys.
That's correct.
The other one is in a match later tonight that I think you asked me if I would not compete in because of this.
That's correct. You're injured. We don't.
And as Commissioner Cross, I respect every decision you made, especially the one you just made a second ago. But that's where I'm going to have to draw the line. I made a commitment 2 weeks ago that I was going to be in this rematch and have Rick and Joey's back. And neck injury or not, I'm going to be there again tonight. And I hope you can find a good person to be in that match and make it the 6-man again, because I have a little unfinished business to take care of.
X, first of all, I understand you really don't need to do this. We've got all kinds of stuff happening out here in the back. You don't need to further injure yourself. I've got to go to the hospital with G as it is. It's not gonna. But I tell you what, if you want your little piece of revenge, I think these people want to see it, so I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll tell you what.
How much hours, baby? I'll see you at the hospital in 2 hours.
I'll tell you what. You wish you my career. Light heavyweight, Lott, who would beat face Jesse Ortega in the tournament would have beaten him.
Shut up!
Also brought in the most dangerous man in the AWA, the Cuban assassin. The original Cuban assassin. He has retired more people than Social Security. He has retired the legendary Leo Burke, his brother, the legendary Beast, and his own father, the legendary Cuban assassin. There will be no problem with him retiring Jesse Ortega, sending him back to the taco stand where he came from. Viva la Cuba! No!
Sports Arena, welcome for the El Fuego, Jesse Ortega.
And we got Lott, one of the premier light heavyweights in the AWA. And we got the Cuban assassin. You see, Cuban, there's one thing I know about you, is I did my research. There's been one man that will grab you by that beard, that chia pet you got right there, drag you all up and down the East Coast. And I think you know who exactly I'm talking about by the sound of his music.
Here we go!
Well, this should be an intriguing tag team contest, to say the least, Randolph.
Yeah, in the ring right now, you recognize El Fuego, Jesse Ortega. But look at the monster he's in the ring with. It's the Cuban Assassin.
Yes, this is no joke. This is the legitimate son of the original Cuban Assassin. Boy, is he just as woolly and bully as his father ever was up in Canada.
And quite as loud. Looks like Ortega's going to scoop him up, drop him on his back. Wait a minute, Noah Lott comes in.
Noah Lott eats the spinal tap of Jesse Ortega. Ortega going right back to the Cuban Assassin, and we could have an old-fashioned double noggin knocker here.
That's right. Looks like Noah Lott's begging off, and you can hear the Cuban Assassin all the way down the highway to the airport.
Somehow I have the feeling that Noah Lott was the one that got the worst of that.
I'm sure he did. Jesse Ortega, big Scotty Blaze, standing tall on the apron right now. It looks like Noah Lott and the Assassin are going to rethink their strategy on the apron out here on the floor.
Yeah, how many times is Scotty Blaze in a match, and you can say that Scotty is the sane one?
Yeah, that's a good one too. But I mean, listen to the Assassin. He's not stopped talking since he come out here.
Scotty Blaze and the Cuban Assassin have had a lot of wars in the past. They have blistered one another up and down the East Coast, and boy, Jesse Ortega is somewhat known for blistering a few individuals as well in his time.
Oh yeah, he's going to oblige and go over and tag in Scotty Blaze, who the Assassin said he wanted.
Boy, the battle of the behemoths. I tell you one thing, if I'm Garry Stevens, I actually hope these two take one another out.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Scotty Blaze and Garry Stevens, that would be an intriguing single
I would
match.
pay to see that one in a heartbeat.
That's for sure. Cuban Assassin, well, he's not backing down, but he is ducking under. Using his mind, he's telling Ortega.
Hey, you shut your stupid mouth!
Boy, the fans of the CSA are all over the Cuban Assassin here tonight.
Yeah, well, you know how our fans are. They're all pretty good Americans. Assassin out to the floor.
Yeah, he made a quick tag to Noah Lott. And of course, Noah Lott is probably made his claim to fame by his run in the AWA World Light Heavyweight Tournament last July, or more specifically, the Cybernetico on night 2 of the World Light Heavyweight Tournament, which saw Noah Lott pin the Kamakazi Kid and basically earn a lifetime of hatred from each and every fan at the CSA.
Well, he's not being floated right now. Scotty Blaze has got him hurting. Comes running in. Noah Lott's able to get around behind him, trying to lift. What is Noah Lott thinking?
The amateur takedown fails to work against Scotty Blaze.
And that was a gluteus smash, I suppose we could call it.
Scotty Blaze staying around top of Noah Lott in one of the great mismatches in CWF history.
Oh, the back of Noah Lott.
You know, Noah Lott has been in there with Ortega before. He knows what chops feel like. But my God, to be in there with both Ortega and Scotty Blaze in one match, I mean, well, what bet did Noah Lott lose to get this matchup?
I'll tell you what, I don't know. It looks like Scotty Blaze will toss him back to his own corner. In comes Cuban Assassin.
Scotty Blaze being just as impressive against the Cuban Assassin as he was against Noah Lott. And are we going to have another double noggin knocker?
I tell you what, it's old school here at Carolina Sports Arena tonight. Wham! The cranium's crushed by the Cuban Assassin and Noah Lott, and out to the floor they go.
Scotty Blaze and Jesse Ortega are not going to be a well-oiled tag team combination, but I'm willing to bet their game plan is superior to anything that Noah Lott and the Cuban Assassin put together.
Well, they may not be so well-oiled, but I mean, look at them. They're communicating rather well. Look at the communication down on the floor.
Cuban Assassin barely speaks English.
He speaks English?
Well, he says, oh, a lot.
Well, I mean, come on. That's pretty much a universal language of pain or dismemberment or something. I'm not sure about that. Scotty Blaze got a headlock on Noah Lott. Noah Lott, I'm assuming he's never faced Scotty Blaze in the ring before tonight.
Yeah, this would be a first-time matchup. Scotty having a little bit of fun here today.
Scotty's been watching the Three Stooges. We're liable to see something really funny here in a minute. But Blaze likes inflicting pain. That's a lot of fun to him, too.
Yeah, back to a serious note, though. A lot has been said as of late between Jesse Ortega, the Gemini Kid, and Michael McAllister. Of course, we saw Michael McAllister introduce this match. with his connections to the AWA, Michael McAllister has brought in the Cuban Assassin, brought in Noah Lott, all to try and one-up Jesse Ortega, possibly take Jesse Ortega out of the equation the same way he did the Gemini Kid with the vicious fireball about a month or so back.
Yeah, but I don't understand. You know, Ortega's got Noah Lott back into the corner, and he rips a couple of layers of skin off of that one. I don't understand what McAllister is up to in the first place. I mean, he lost his job with the AWA. He's basically hanging around and trying to get signed for matches like a wrestler.
It's because he's trying to take out his hostilities towards Commissioner Cross on the likes of Jesse Ortega, who he's been going nose-to-nose with back from the days McAllister had some form of authority.
Yeah, he had authority, but, you know, he never had a lot of respect in the dressing room, you know, just between us and the people watching.
Well, that's the truth. Of course, Jesse Ortega, now that Gemini Kid was taken out from that fireball, Jesse Ortega is trying to take it under his own power, stand up for his mentor, show some respect, and take out Michael McAllister and pretty much anyone that McAllister throws towards him. And Noah Lott's shoulder probably isn't very attached to the rest of his body right now.
That is true. That was one of the ugliest impacts after such a sharp, short drag. And Ortega is working on the shoulder. Smart move by Lott. He's going to come back with a couple elbows from the other arm.
Noah Lott and the Cuban Assassin need to come up with something and come up with something fast, because if it continues at the rate it's been going, this match is going to be over in about 2 minutes.
Well, you know, their best offensive move has been a couple of illegal chokeholds, and looks like we've got a tag. Cuban Assassin's going to come in and talk about it.
Oh, Jesse Ortega blocks the shot, and now firing off right out of the corner on both Noah Lott and the Cuban Assassin.
Yeah, Cuban Assassin back in the rope, slung off. Ortega's waiting up and over, big backdrop.
Jesse Ortega one step ahead of the Cuban Assassin, now pushing him by the beard back into the corner, making the tag to Scotty Blaze.
And Scotty Blaze is directing traffic, asking to have him located, and this could get ugly. Blaze is going up on the corner.
I think this is a message for pretty much anyone McAllister brings in the future. This is what you're going to get from Jesse Ortega.
Yep, and some of that. Yeah, Cuban Assassin is a veteran. I mean, this isn't a beginner. This isn't somebody that was wrestling in an armory up the street in front of 30 people 2 months ago. This is the Cuban Assassin. And, you know, I was just waiting on him to open his bag of tricks, and we're starting to see it.
Well, of course, we have got to make mention of one of our new referees, Brandon Barker, who has gotten certainly a very unenviable task this early in his refereeing career.
That's right, but he's pretty much been in control of the whole thing. But here we go. Scotty Blaze slings the Assassin off.
Big sit-down spine buster there, making the cover, and Noah Lott right there to make the save for his partner.
Yeah, and if the camera hits it again, be sure to take a look, fans, at the back of Noah Lott, at the damage done by Scotty Blaze and Jesse Ortega.
Noah Lott is pretty much welted wherever there is skin on his body right now.
And I think the only thing keeping the chest of the Assassin here from lighting up is the fact he's actually got a little hair on it.
The thing with the Cuban Assassin is he's one of those crazy characters, you don't know if he really feels pain or not.
Well, yeah, he pretty much makes the same noise, or he's made the same noise from beginning all the way up to this point in the match, so we don't really know what he's trying to tell us.
Yeah, happy or sad, he's making that same roar.
Oh, Ortega's down. The Assassin goes over and tries to get Blaze involved, and all it does is a veteran move. It allows Noah Lott to come in the ring. We've got a double team move on Ortega.
It is simple, but it's effective as a double clothesline takes Jesse Ortega down, and really that's the first big offensive maneuver from the team of Lott and Assassin.
Well, it's the first hint we've had that they are supposed to be a team today, too.
Noah Lott arguing with the official, and you cannot do that to Jesse Ortega. Jesse Ortega is just going to keep coming at you, till there's not a heartbeat left in that body.
That's right. Jesse Ortega is not a quitter. There's no quit in this young man. There's no reverse in this young man. He's either unconscious or he's advancing upon his opponent.
Driving the knee into the back of the head. Noah Lott making the cover, but only a 2 count.
And I'll tell you what, that's pretty impressive array of moves, drops, especially that knee drop to the back of the head. But now it looks like he's going to pick him up back into the corner. Another shot in the midsection allows the Assassin to do a little behind the referee's back.
Yeah, the very inexperienced referee. Oh, he paid for it. Noah Lott thought he had won up the referee. Thought he had won up Jesse Ortega. But Scotty Blaze one-up Noah Lott.
And I tell you what, the back of Noah Lott is glowing like red-hot coals right now.
Impressive drop kick, finally showing some of that skill that put him in the AWA World Light Heavyweight Tournament last year. Of course, both Lott and Ortega were in that tournament. Their paths never crossed during the 2 days, but right now, had the cover again, but still just a 2 count.
And Ortega seems to be a little bit dazed, but like we said, he's moving. He's trying to get back to his feet. Noah Lott's going to hold him down. Assassin now the legal man.
They have finally somehow effectively isolated Jesse Ortega, and now the double team action continues. The Cuban assassin going for an elbow, going for a cover, got it down, but once again, just a 2 count.
And he's going to sit and argue with the referee instead of picking the man up and doing something to put him back on the canvas. That's a rookie mistake out of a veteran.
You're exactly right, Randolph. Ortega now firing away with the shots of his own to the Cuban assassin.
I have attended as a visitor several wrestling trainings over my career around the business, and never the first thing you were taught, you wrestle until the bell rings.
And of course, the Cuban assassin making some mistakes, not hooking the leg on Jesse Ortega, one of the premier individuals, former Mid-Atlantic television champion. You have got to hook the leg of the man that had 24 successful title defenses before dropping that strap.
And it looks like Assassin's going to climb to the top here.
Cuban assassin, I've got to think this is somewhat uncharacteristic of him flying, no one home for the elbow smash.
Maybe the assassin is a little bit upset, a little bit angry. I'm sure he thought, hey, I get a big paycheck. I'll drive down to Burlington, North Carolina, wrestle these 2 guys that I personally have never heard of, and think, hey, this will be over in 3 minutes, get my money, hit the Waffle House, and look, he's taking a beating.
Yeah, Noah Lott may be hitting the Waffle House soon because Scotty Blaze is in that ring, and Scotty Blaze is unloading on Noah Lott and the Cuban assassin.
That's right, Scotty Blaze loves his work. His work is inflicting pain across the back. Looks like it's 2-on-1, Cuban assassin in. Referee's having a little bit of trouble now.
This one has officially broken down. Cuban assassin Scotty Blaze going one-on-one in the battle of the behemoths in one corner. Noah Lott trying to take out Jesse Ortega in the other corner.
And it looks like they got him backed into the corner. Scotty Blaze still unleashing the chops, but he's trying to get his partner's attention here. Wants to try something, see if he can't do a little impact between the opponents.
Ortega and Blaze not well oiled, but they finally get it off. A collision in mid-ring, and Noah Lott isolated. Blaze is going to take care of Assassin on the outside, and this may not be pretty for Noah Lott. Oh, he got a chop in there.
Yeah, beautiful double chop to the throat. Illegal as it is, referee didn't see it.
Oh my God! Jesse Ortega pins Noah Lott. We had heard about Ortega studying a new move called the PhD, the Phoenix Head Driver. He's been working on it at the training camp of the CWF, and apparently he just delivered it to Noah Lott to win the contest here tonight.
Yeah, he dropped him on his head. I mean, that is the way you do it.
I think you can officially say the Phoenix Head Driver is effective.
I don't blame you guys. In all honesty, I think you deserve a title rematch. Huh? And Garry Stevens, he thinks you deserve a title rematch. But guess what? You ain't getting one. Because we learned from Rob McBride and Ric Converse and Commissioner Goldcross how business is done around here. And we learned our lesson well. And that's why we're the tag team champions. Blah, blah, blah. right, Garry.
It's a bow tie!
Yes. You brought that thing back, huh?
That's little Billy, brother!
Yeah.
He just took his first, clean hot dog milkshake today. He's back, baby! He's back! Yeah!
That's good news for us, Garry.
That's right!
You been talking to Billy again?
Yeah!
What does Billy have to say?
He said we're not giving Southside no title shot.
You know, I think Billy might be right on this one.
Little Billy also said his helmet's a little tight, it's hurting his head, but he's alright. But he said if they get a title shot, they gotta go through the street sweepers.
Street sweepers, yeah, that's an impressive young team. The Southside players should have to beat the street sweepers before we even think about giving them a title. I like the way you think that. What am I doing?
Yeah, he's right. Listen to him and you'll go a long way, baby.
We'll go straight to the top.
We are at the top. We are the best there is, baby. Right here. Little Billy rules.
Bring out some chumps for us to whoop.
Come on, baby. Get a good shot, little Billy. Look at that bow tie, daddy. You just don't know how happy I am he's back.
The new Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions, a very handsome man, Mitch Connor, and a mad trucker, Garry Stevens, making their first appearance here at the CSA since winning the titles a couple weeks ago from the Southside Playas.
Yeah, this is non-title action, though. Their opponents tonight, Roy, Rage Wilkins, and Big Joy Denson.
Roy Wilkins, great opportunity for him to go against a former Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, but big power slam by the mad trucker, making a lateral press and only able to get a 2 count.
That's right. Roy's able to fight his way out of that one. The trucker's going to get back up, deliver a little more punishment.
Big mismatch between Roy Wilkins and the mad trucker Garry Stevens, but we have really seen Roy Wilkins come of age here as of late. Just a few weeks ago, we saw him make Michael Yamaha tap, middle of the ring. Unfortunately, Yamaha was not the legal man, and Big Donnie Dollars was able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, but I mean, still, he made Yamaha tap, and I can count on one finger how many times I've seen that in the last few years.
And of course, Garry Stevens and Mitch Connor very controversially winning the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles. Garry Stevens clubbed J Money with something. It wasn't Little Billy, but it was some kind of inanimate object. Mitch Connor's feet were all over the ropes, and they flat out robbed the Players of their 1-year-long title run as Mid-Atlantic Tag Team champs.
Yeah, they may have robbed the Players, but I mean, who is going to come back and take the title away from these two? I mean, these guys don't play by any rules but their own.
I've said it time and time again. They are two tremendous individuals, but they are not a well-oiled tag team by any stretch of the imagination, and it has to drive well-oiled tag teams absolutely crazy, like the Street Sweepers, like the United Nations of Devastation, like Alpha and Omega. These teams were pretty much
they're all contenders. They were all in line for the titles.
And Mitch Connor and Garry Stevens pretty much snuck in the back door, took the tag team titles as everyone watched.
I know it is, and I'm telling you, Mitch Connor and Garry Stevens, what is it going to take the titles away from them?
And of course, even if they do lose the titles, I'm sure Mitch Connor will then go into his protesting mode, much like he's done with the Mid-Atlantic television title, because even though he's a tag team champion now, he's still saying he's a rightful television champion as well.
Well, you know, anybody can doctor a video and make any claim they want to. I mean, I'm telling you, I saw that video a half dozen times with the referee's count and the timer in it, and I didn't see the Statmark Industry logo on it anywhere.
Of course, right now, Joey Denson working the arm of Garry Stevens. Roy Wilkins, size-wise, is mismatched. He's got a lot of fire. He's got a lot of heart. And that's exactly what you're going to get with this combination of Wilkins and Joey Denson. You're going to get the power out of Joey Denson as Roy Wilkins making a cover on Garry Stevens.
Yeah, Garry Stevens sort of swats him away by his singlet and right back to the eyes. That's a veteran move.
Yeah, this is a very tough matchup for Roy Wilkins, but win or lose, Roy Wilkins is going to gain a ton of experience in this contest.
Yeah, but experience won't do any good if he gets carried out of here in a stretcher. He's got to keep this smart.
Yeah, that's the truth. And of course, Fatback Enterprises, Yamaha, Dollars, Amber and Stutts have done everything they can to try and send Roy Wilkins out on a stretcher of the path, but this kid, just all the hard determination in the world, and Garry Stevens not paying attention, and Joey Denson got the tag, and he is unloading on the Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Champions.
Yeah, Joey Denson is an impressive individual. Look at the musculature of the man, and I mean, he's not afraid to go against anybody in the group.
Joey Denson off the ropes and eats a forearm right between the eyes, courtesy of Mitch Connor.
And that was probably a mistake made by Denson for the fact he was running around the ring looking for someone to hit.
Yeah, Joey Denson possibly a little too excitable there. Wasn't sure, possibly the experience, but he reverses the Impaler into Northern Lights and almost pinned one half of the tag champs.
That's right. You got to watch where you point that thing with Mitch Connor. Connor coming back on Denson. Denson going to go right back. Clubbing blows, going to duck one. And I tell you, they're both a little bit on rubber legs right now.
Yeah, Mitch Connor's going to lose any slugfest that he has with Joey Denson. Joey Denson now making the cover, doesn't have the leg hook though.
Tell you what, I mean, that's a little bit of exuberance right there on the part of Denson, I would think, because he is a seasoned veteran competitor here in the Mid-Atlantic area.
Mitch Connor, I know, is going for a suplex and trying for that Impaler DDT. He certainly won many matches with it, but regardless, Joey Denson powers his way out of it, reverses the suplex, making the tag back to Roy Wilkins.
Yeah, Roy the Rage Wilkins, the legal man in, big clothesline, takes Connor off his feet a second time. Tell you what, Roy Wilkins, he has flashes of brilliance. I just hope he can put it together.
Yeah, anyone that trains under the tutelage of Gemini Kid, Jesse Ortega, is certainly going to have flashes of brilliance, but that knee to the back of Roy Wilkins stopped him short, and now Mitch Connor and Garry Stevens looking to set up for some double team action.
Oh, this could be ugly. The trucker up on the second rope.
Crushing Roy Wilkins, a brutal power slam. Garry Stevens makes the cover, and this should be academic.
Impressive win. Impressive win by the tag team champions in this non-title bout. You know, Randolph, on paper, this is indeed a mismatch. But something inside of me, I'm really scared right now, Randolph, because this is for the Mid-Atlantic television title, and God only knows what would happen if Michael McAllister left the ring tonight as the new Mid-Atlantic television champ. Yeah, Michael McAllister, I'm not going to stand here and say he is an established performer in the ring. He is, I mean, he's showing us different wrestling moves. I mean, is this what, number 9 now? The boots to the midsection. That's wrestling move number 9. Number 9A, the choke to the middle of the throat here, right in front of the referee. But what about McAllister? He will go to any depths to get what he wants.
Yeah, and he's actually got Rob McBride on the rope, surprisingly enough, thanks to his chief. What? The Carlton elbow smash is broken out at the Carolina Sports Arena for the first time ever.
And we hope that's the last time ever now that we mention it.
Michael McAllister hammering away on top of the Boogie Woogie man, Rob McBride, the defending Mid-Atlantic television champion ever since he was able to pin Mitch Connor at New Year's Knockout to win the strap.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Boogie man, a fan favorite. But he is taking a beating at the hands of McAllister, as hard as it is for me to say that.
Yeah, Michael McAllister is not going to hit probably one scientific wrestling maneuver, but he's going to chop and choke his way, hopefully, to a championship.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, Boogie Man has got to keep his eye on McAllister. He's going to need eyes in the back of his head, because McAllister, like we said, he will stoop to any depth to get what he wants. We've seen what he did to Gemini Kid.
Yeah, through the fireball at Gemini Kid, he's brought Noah Lott in, brought in the Cuban Assassin, trying to take care of Jesse Ortega. He's got Alpha to make on the side a lot of times. You know Mitch Connor is a Michael McAllister sympathizer. Michael McAllister has a lot of people that are going to back him up, as sad as that is.
Well, the only people who are backing him up are the people that didn't get their way with the main office up in Minneapolis. I mean, this guy was the stroke around this area for the AWA, but that has since been removed from him.
Blatantly laying the choke down. I'll tell you one thing, when I looked at this matchup on paper, I was thinking the North Carolina Tar Heels against someone like the Savannah College of Art and Design, but Michael McAllister has shockingly, so far in this one, been pulling the upset as the champion has been on his back in this contest more often than he's been on his feet.
Yeah, this is a 10-minute television time limit match like all the television title matches are, and I've got to wonder right now if Boogie knows where the time's at.
Yeah, Rob McBride can absorb a heck of of a lot of punishment, though. This little, referee Red Jones crushed in the corner, courtesy of Michael McAllister.
And it's pretty safe to say referee Red Jones cannot absorb a great amount of punishment. He is flat on his back.
Oh, no, we've seen the amount of punishment Red Jones can absorb in the past, and it's very, very limited.
That's right. McAllister back on the blatant chokehold. There's no referee. Boogie's going to return the favor.
I think Rob McBride has had just about enough of Michael McAllister, but once again, a simple eye poke takes the champion out of it.
That's right. McAllister's backing up and sizing him up. I mean, I hate to say it, but McAllister's kind of impressing me until he got set up for a Saturday Night Superstar.
Rob McBride nails the Saturday Night Superstar. No official to count it, though. Michael McAllister lives to fight another day.
Yeah, he lives to fight another day, but I mean, that's what, a 4 or 5 count easy. Referee still flat on his back. McAllister flat on his back, and now Boogie's going to go over and try to revive the referee.
Randolph, it's Mitch Connor.
He's got the TV title belt.
Red Jones, please wake up. Mitch Connor just waiting on Rob McBride. Belt right between the eyes.
Oh, my goodness. He's going to pull McAllister over. What in the world?
Oh, dear God, no. Red, say it. No, Brandon. Don't count it. Don't. Oh, Rob McBride, kick it out. Rob McBride, still the Mid-Atlantic Television Champion. Mitch Connor doing everything in his power to rob the title from Rob McBride, but somehow the Boogie Woogie Man was able to kick out.
And I believe we've got an answer, too, about our new referee, Brandon Barber. Looks like he's going to call this straight up. He must not be in the pocket of McAllister like we feared.
Referee Red Jones still down. Mitch Connor still at ringside, still holding the Mid-Atlantic Television title. Reversal by Rob McBride, shooting McAllister in the corner. Oh, he ate the big boot.
And that makes wrestling move number 11 for the career.
Oh, spinning on the ropes. Don't count it, Brandon. Don't count. Oh, thank God, Brandon. He counted 3, but he's waving it off because he did see that Michael McAllister's feet were on the ropes. Excellent officiating.
Yeah, McAllister is arguing it was a 3 count. It was a 3 count, but the referee corrected it, made it right in the ring.
Brandon Barker doing a tremendous job here in his young officiating career, but Mitch Connor has Rob McBride. Miscommunication by McAllister and Mitch Connor as they collide. Rob McBride shooting McAllister off. Big elbow. The Boogie elbow smash has the leg hook. Brandon counted it, and just like that, Rob McBride somehow miraculously retains the Mid-Atlantic Television title.
The Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title up for grabs. Please welcome team number 1.
That's all it's about, is getting the AWA Mid-Atlantic title.
Please welcome the opposition tonight.
Randolph, what a 6-man contest we have in store for us today here at the Carolina Sports Arena. This is pretty much a rematch of the 6-man contest from a couple weeks ago. One minor change of it, rather than Tony Kazina, today we have Marcellus King's regular tag team partner, Julius Augustus.
And this all comes down to Ric Converse and the Mid-Atlantic title.
That's exactly right. If any of the 3 between Brandon Day, right now Brandon Day and Joey Sylvia, let's not ignore this wrestling display these 2 are putting on. Back and forth action. Joey Sylvia, nice leg lariat there.
I tell you what, Joey Sylvia, you got to keep an eye on him. This young man can do some amazing things in the ring, and I tell you, he's a great fan favorite.
Oh, Brandon Day going for the spear. We saw him nail Joey with that just a couple weeks ago, but this This time, Joey Sylvia, one step ahead, drop kicking Brandon Day right in the head. Now following up with drop toe hold on Marcellus King, making the tag out to X Cyrus. And what a high-flying combination these two can be.
I tell you what, Joey Sylvia's really showing off, knee to the face, double team move. X Cyrus up and over, full body weight right on Marcellus King.
Joey backdrops his own tag team partner onto Marcellus King. Now we have to make note, earlier tonight, you did hear X Cyrus talk about it. He was power-driven on a steel chair just a couple weeks ago. The doctors advised X Cyrus to please not wrestle tonight. But X Cyrus, that kid, I swear, more heart than brain sometimes. He should not be anywhere near a wrestling ring, much less competing in a six-man matchup of this kind of caliber.
Well, we've been fortunate enough pretty much the last couple of years to follow almost the entire career of X Cyrus. And for those of you not aware, the last few months X Cyrus has been suffering an actual broken bone in his arm and wrestling against doctor's orders with that.
Yeah, he's got the fractured arm. He's still trying to recover from that. He's got some form of neck injury from being power-driven on the steel chair. But now Ric Converse making the cover on Marcellus King, courtesy of the flying body press, and the champion, the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion, staying one step ahead of a man that could very well be the #1 contender by the end of the night.
Yeah, he could be the #1 contender, and he could also be one half of the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. I mean, it is wide open for Marcellus King. It would be good to be Marcellus King right now if Joey Sylvia wasn't pounding him in the face.
Joey Sylvia off the ropes. Oh, Marcellus King combo exploder!
Oh my goodness, Joey Sylvia is curled up in a fetal position almost. Marcellus King about took him out of his boots.
If any of the three, Marcellus King, Julius Augustus, Brandon Day, if any of those three can score a pinfall or submission, as the case may be, on Ric Converse to end this contest, they will be automatically granted the next shot at the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title. And what a coup that would be for any of those three. But the key is, they have to work as a team to be victorious, even though they're going after an individual goal. And no one home in the corner for Brandon Day.
Yeah, you can talk about the individual goals, but you got to keep in mind that oh my goodness.
Springboard leg drop!
Oh my goodness, but you got to keep in mind that along with carrying the Mid-Atlantic title comes the #1 contendership for the AWA World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, to say the least, Brandon Day, Marcellus King, and Julius Augustus know what is on the line in this contest. What can go to the winner in this one? There's no end. It's not just North Carolina. It's not just the Mid-Atlantic. We are talking the world. As Brandon Day reverses hip toss and Joey Sylvia crumbles in the corner.
I'll tell you what, things not looking good for Joey Sylvia. He needs to find a way to get over in his corner, but you know that Brandon Day and Alpha and Omega are going to do everything they can now that they've got him separated to continue beating on him and dropping him on his head.
It was just a couple weeks ago in this six-man contest. Brandon Day put one heck of a beating on Joey Sylvia. In fact, all three members of that team between Cozina, Marcellus, and Day put a beating on Joey Sylvia. I'm amazed not only that X Cyrus is in this match, but Joey Sylvia is in this match because what he absorbed in that contest was pretty much second to nothing I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, the reason they're in the match has got to be Slick Diddy. I mean, they've been running together for years. Oh, beautiful!
How in the world did Joey Sylvia catch Brandon Day, plant him, moonsault? No!
Oh my goodness, I hurt the knee.
Oh, we need to get somebody out here fast.
This is not good. Joey Sylvia writhing in pain. He does make the tag. Slick Diddy is the legal man trying to help Joey out here. And I would be concerned if I was Converse.
Yeah, I think Converse just forgot about the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title. There's a lot more concern for an old friend in Joey Sylvia. X Cyrus, thankfully, it is a six-person tag, so X Cyrus can try and check on Joey. Oh, look at Joey's knee. It doesn't. That knee does not
look right. He may have slipped the kneecap out of place or something. That does not look right.
I would venture to say that Joey Sylvia is out of this contest, and hopefully it's just for this night. As Ric Converse's mind certainly cannot be on the matchup at hand right now.
Tell you what, Ric Converse taking a beating at the hands of the flex phenomenal Julius Augustus. Augustus is another one. There is not an ounce of fat on this man. This man lives in the gym, and here lately he's been living in the ring. Oh.
Taking a look at the replay of what we just saw with Joey Sylvia, it certainly was not pretty. We don't really have to explain it. You fans saw it right there, and I just really hope this is not any kind of long-term injury on Joey Sylvia's. trying to head to the back right now. And this match is obviously going to be a handicap match as Osiris and Ric Converse against Alpha and Omega and Brandon Day.
Yeah, and that adds up the ante, ups the ante just a little bit for the three across the ring from Converse and Osiris. Now, I mean, the goal is that much closer, putting the odds back in their favor.
Julius Augustus arguing the count. Obviously, this team of Augustus, Marcellus, and Brandon Day have got to realize what has transpired, that they have truly the opportunity of a lifetime now wrestling a handicap match against the champion Osiris. What a clothesline, though, by the champ.
Yeah, it looks like Converse is going to head towards the corner and get a tag. Now he's going to go back on Augustus, drag Augustus into the corner. Smart tag team wrestling.
But mentally, you can just see Ric Converse. He keeps looking to where Joey Sylvia was. He keeps asking Osiris. Ric Converse is obviously his thoughts and prayers are with Joey Sylvia right now, and hopefully Joey Sylvia is in the back, going to be getting medical attention very, very shortly.
Yeah, he's going to need some sort of treatment, I'm certain. I mean, it's probably a good guess at this point. He's on his way to the local hospital. Osiris, both feet right in the middle of the back, a flex phenomenal. Julius Augustus down for only a 2 count. Augustus able to kick out.
Yeah, I'm trying to switch gears here and try and call the wrestling action again and try to get my own mind off of what we just saw with Joey Sylvia and that knee, that leg. Osiris, though, trying to stay on top of Julius Augustus. Reversal by Augustus. Oh, big clothesline.
Tell you what, he turned.
Oh, it's on the head, too.
He turned him inside out, and he landed on the back of the neck, landed on the head. It looks like he's in a world of hurt. My goodness, that's the last thing Converse wants to see right now is his other partner drug into the opponent's corner and triple team.
Yeah, of the 3 members, Osiris was really the one that could not afford to take the double or triple team action, as the case may be. His neck is obviously very, very tender. He's not fully recovered from being power-driven on that steel chair. And Brandon Day is like a shark smelling blood.
Yeah, he obviously knows about the pile driver on the chair.
Yeah, he knows about it. He's the one that did it. He did it.
I mean, he was right there when it happened, and he's going to keep on and keep on, which, as much as it pains me to say it, this is smart wrestling on his part.
Yeah, Brandon Day was trying to attempt a power driver, which in the first place is illegal in CWF Mid-Atlantic. To top it off, Tony Gazina brings the chair in. Brandon Day power drives Osiris on the steel chair, and Marcellus King swoops in and gains the pinfall.
Yeah, I tell you, it was amazing. That's just a couple of weeks ago, but tonight, here we got Osiris in a world of hurt. He is obviously favoring the neck. He's holding the neck. And now we've got Marcellus King, the legal man, in. This could get ugly.
Yeah, Marcellus King driving that knee into the back. And right now, what is going through the mind of Ric Converse? He's probably almost torn. Should he run to the back and check on Joey Sylvia or stay here with Osiris, who's obviously in a world of hurt as well?
Yeah, well, I'm sure, Osiris is trying to make his way back over to make the tag. But if Ric Converse is the only, quote, healthy person standing in that corner right now, it's just a matter of time.
I think it was really unwise for Osiris to try and wrestle here tonight. I don't want to say he's hurting his team, but his guts, his determination, it really overpowered the safety. And we're seeing the repercussions of that right now as Osiris down and out on the outside, barely even able to get to his feet.
Yeah, Converse Converse has to get him back in the ring just to tag in so he can be the legal man here. Of course, Osiris, it's all heart. He's trying to make his way back into the ring.
Oh, yeah, he's a fighter, all right, but Marcellus King isn't even giving Osiris the opportunity to get back inside the ring.
And I'm going to say it again, as ugly as it may be, that is smart wrestling. That is what King, Augustus, and Brandon Day need to do.
And now Brandon Day dropping the leg, and man, you can feel the ring shake.
I tell you what, 6-man action like this, it's almost enough. We need to petition the promotion to have a referee on the inside and a referee on the outside. Charles Richardson does not have enough eyes, enough hands, and enough legs to keep up with 5 people in this match.
Boy, in just the last 60 seconds, they have done a number and then some on the neck of Osiris.
Yeah, and Osiris is still kicking out. He's still fighting back. That shows you once again the heart in this young man.
any other person right now would be in a halo being stretchered off a basketball court, but Cyrus is in the middle of a wrestling ring trying to hang on, trying to survive. Oh, good Lord, not a hangman. He's got Marcellus King has Cyrus and a hangman. Cyrus needs to give it up now.
Yeah, Ric Converse needs to come in and do something to help his partner out. Cyrus is crumpled up on the canvas, and I swear I don't know if he's conscious.
Oh, I'll tell you right, making the cover, and Ric Converse was right there for his partner, but I really think this is the stage of a match with everything that's happened. Referee Charles Richardson really just needs to say, enough is enough. Throw this one out. Just end this one. Award the match to Marcellus, Brandon Day, and Julius if you need to, but Cyrus does not need to be in a wrestling ring right now, and referee Charles Richardson really needs to take it under his own power to make sure this man is not getting hurt any worse than what he's already got him.
Yeah, and Cyrus missed making the tag there by about 6 inches. Brandon Day tagged in, drops right across the back, working on the neck again of Cyrus. Cyrus in a world of hurt.
Well, you're not kidding. Brandon Day is just wrenching back. Cyrus almost maybe calling for Ric Converse's help there. I don't know if Rick caught it. And now Brandon Day changes gears and going back to another head vice.
I tell you what, Brandon Day, he's doing a smart thing. I mean, his team is doing everything they can to put themselves in position to get Converse in the ring and get the pin and the heavyweight title shot. But I mean,
oh, what a clothesline.
If the neck of Cyrus wasn't injured before, there's no doubt in my mind this young man has got to be seeing double now if he's even conscious.
Brandon Day, now once again,
wait a minute! Alpha and Omega come in and pull Brandon Day off of the cover?
Brandon Day hit the Northern Lights bomb, but a miscommunication between partners. Obviously, Marcellus King and Julius Augustus, they want to be the #1 contenders, but Cyrus making the tag to Ric Converse. The opposition was paying more attention with who was getting the pin than who was making the tag, and no one home from Brandon Day in the corner. Ric Converse already taken out Alpha and Omega, and now can Ric Converse do it one-on-one with Brandon Day? What a shot!
Yeah, Converse is firing it up. He's going to take all 3 of them on at once, and so far he's doing well up to the second rope, begging King to come back, drop kick.
Clothesline on Julius Augustus, and Ric Converse somehow staying one step ahead of the opposing trio.
And I tell you what, Ric Converse coming into this match did not see a situation where it would be him against 3 men in a handicap match. And we're not sure the condition of Cyrus. I mean, even if he makes the tag, can he be effective if he comes back in?
Inverted atomic drop and a nasty one at that. Brandon Day made the cover, but only able to get a 2. You're exactly right, Randolph. Even if Cyrus can make another tag, what in the world is that poor guy going to be able to do? How many matches over the years have we seen Cyrus go out there and do some insane high-flying stunt and really cost himself the match because of his carelessness? In many ways he was careless, but you cannot fault a man for having that much heart and determination to try and stand by his friends and fight the good fight.
Well, yeah, he is definitely injured down on the floor, but you notice the one difference between him and their partner Joey Sylvia, who's already left the arena, is Cyrus is attempting to stay in the corner.
Of course, Joey Sylvia did not really have a choice in that matter. We all saw what happened with the leg.
Yeah, it was definitely ugly. Now, Marcellus King going to take a little time and beat on the heavyweight champion. I mean, of all people, this man wants a pinfall victory over Converse because he wants a heavyweight title shot just as his partners Brandon Day and Augustus do.
Every time I see Marcellus King and Ric Converse in the ring together, all I think of is the finish of the 5th annual CWF Rumble back on October 1st. Those were the last 2 individuals, and boy, did Marcellus King ever think he had the Rumble won.
Yeah, Marcellus King just about did have the Rumble won, and if not for Ric Converse, he would be the #1 contender at that point.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Marcellus King could have well be the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion by this point if things had gone different back on October 1st. But Marcellus King can certainly right that ship here today on February the 18th, but no one home in the corner, and Marcellus King runs straight first into that steel ring post.
Yeah, Marcellus King just hit an iceberg in the North Atlantic on that one. He's in a world of hurt. Converse looks like he's trying to catch his breath and attacks Marcellus King again.
Of course, Cyrus is not really even even have a vertical base there in the corner. You can see Osiris really using the ropes to hold himself up, and Marcellus King drives the knee right into the upper abdomen of Ric.
Yeah, Converse did not see that one coming. That was like a blindside shot head on. Marcellus King tags in Brandon Day, reaches around behind him. Looks like another double team move on the heavyweight champ.
It's very interesting how that trio can work together as long as another member of that trio isn't going for a pin attempt.
Well, I'll tell you what, oh my goodness, they cold-cocked Osiris, didn't see him coming, dumps him back out on the floor, and he's not moving.
Osiris, you can see how much life is not even, there's no life in that body. Every shot he takes, it's almost, he doesn't even fall, he just kind of crumbles. That neck injury is obviously at its breaking point, and what an overhead suplex by Brandon Day, making the cover on Ric Converse, and this time, Julius Augustus preventing Brandon Day from getting the pin.
Yeah, I think what we're beginning to see right now is the three men in that corner have decided that individually they want the honor and the chance to fight for the heavyweight title. And I mean, we may actually see them dissolve their partnership if they can't have a game plan going here.
Who knows, because Ric Converse, this one started out 3-on-3. Joey Sylvia was taken out of it, and now Osiris, I really question if he's going to be in it. Ric Converse may have to go the rest of this bout 3-on-1, so he's going to need some miscommunication and then some. And it's him and Brandon Day going for pin after pin.
I'll tell you what, Converse looked over in the corner, tried to get a glance on Osiris before he hooked back up with Brandon Day. I tell you what, Converse is in need of a pin. He's holding his head. I mean, he's taking the brunt of it, and there goes Osiris back down to the concrete.
Boy, is there one wrestler that has risen his stock more in the past couple weeks than Brandon Day. He has looked truly like a deserving #1 contender to the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title, but as soon as I say that, I look at his corner and see two very deserving #1 contenders as well.
Yeah, I mean, any of the three of them could hold the title, could hold the #1 contender for the Mid-Atlantic title and be legitimate. There wouldn't be any questions about it. All three of them great athletes, but you just got to question where they're coming from. You got to question their mindset, but I mean, you don't question what they're after right now.
And of course, you cannot question the heart of Ric Converse. We've seen it out of Osiris here tonight. We're seeing it out of Ric Converse right now, because he's certainly not going to give this one in. I still really question if Charles Richardson needs to really look around him, take what's going on into consideration, and call this match off. But Ric Converse, he's sure not going to call it off.
No, Charles Richardson is keeping an eye on the match. Augustus, a legal man. Big suplex. Converse landing on the hip, the back, and over for the cover. Only able to get a 2 count. Converse able to fight out. Augustus arguing with the official again.
It's really interesting because usually Alpha and Omega are one of those well-oiled tag teams like we talk about, but we haven't really seen any double team action out of Alpha and Omega here tonight, which I think speaks volumes about the individual goals.
Yeah, I mean, they've all got their own agenda besides the fact, I mean, they all want to make the pin, they all want to be the man. It all comes down to that. They want to be the man.
This is the point where you say Ric Converse really needs to make a tag as Brandon Day pulls Marcellus King off this time.
A little dissension.
Boy, I'd hate to be in between those two because Brandon Day and Marcellus King are just looking like they want to rip one another to shreds. But the first thing they got to do is put away the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight champion.
Yeah, and he's going to the hamstring, going to jerk on it a little bit. Converse is going to have a hard time getting around the ring if he continues on this route.
And we've seen Ric Converse in steel cage matches. We've seen him in all kinds of wars over the past several years. But I've never seen Ric Converse try and go this 3 against 1 against 3 athletes of this caliber.
And I tell you what, once again, you said it earlier, I am being totally impressed by what we're seeing out of Brandon Day. This young man is a wrestling machine.
He certainly is. And now, the old school step over toe hold wrenching away on the right leg of Ric Converse.
Do you think maybe we'll see a chicken wing before this one's over?
I think Brandon Day has all the talents and then some. If he wants to pull out a chicken wing, he'll pull out a chicken wing.
Oh, dropped on the knee. Converse screams out in pain. I mean, this has got to be excruciating pain. And Converse can glance over into his corner and see that there's nobody there to make the tag with.
Brandon Day now going back to Osiris, kicking the poor man while he's down. Osiris wasn't even really on the apron as it was anyway. anyway.
Yeah, every time Osiris comes back up into the ring area, up on the apron, somebody from the other team deposits him back on the concrete.
Ric Converse trying to fire off some shots, trying to bring those shots from way downtown, trying to muster up the last remnants of strength, and Osiris still clutching that head, clutching the neck, and he wants to make the tag. You can see it as, of course, Ric Converse's former partner, Trent Wild, still looking on in this one.
Oh my goodness, Converse cleaning house over in the opposite corner. Brandon Day waiting on him, drops him.
Spine buster, Brandon Day with the cover. Here's the count, and
Osiris entered the ring.
Osiris made the save, and Brandon Day is none too happy about it.
Brandon Day going to work on the back and the shoulders again of Osiris, sets him up on the top turnbuckle. Oh my goodness.
No, Brandon, don't do this to Osiris. No, just let it be. Osiris' neck driven into the mat. The neck breaker off the top rope. And if Osiris was not this one before, he certainly is now. Ric Converse, sky-high powerbomb, not able to make the cover. And I'll tell you one thing, the team of Joey Sylvia, Osiris, and Ric Converse has pretty much completely fallen apart. Referee Charles Richardson laying down the 3 count, but Ric Converse, he just has no one left.
Yeah, the master plan of Day and Augustus and King is coming to fruition, but you see Trent Wild on the outside again. He's up to his feet.
He
sees Osiris down on the
I don't know what's going through Trent Wild's mind. Some of these fans are asking Trent to help, but I don't... What in the world?
Trent doesn't work here.
Trent Wild making the tag. I don't know what in the world Charles Richardson is going to have to say about this, but Trent Wild has come to the aid of Osiris. He's come to the aid of Joey Sylvia. He's come to the aid of Ric Converse, and he's taken out Marcellus King, Julius Augustus, and Brandon Day. Referee Charles Richardson, his arms are in the air. He doesn't know what's going on.
Oh my goodness, looking for a
super kick. Marcellus King super kicks his own tag team partner.
Wait a minute, Trent Wild's pulled a chain out of his pocket.
Now it's Marcellus King right upside the head. Referee Charles Richardson waving this one off.
Oh my goodness, back on Brandon Day. Converse comes back in. We're finally going to see a double team from this team.
I can't believe it. A year in exile. Trent Wild has returned alongside Ric Converse and cleared house here tonight at the Carolina Sports Arena.
Oh my goodness, are we finally going to see the return of the dynasty?
Trent Wild, Ric Converse embracing his Trent has finally come to the aid. No! Trent Wild! Cheap shot on Ric Converse, unloading. What in the world is going through that kid's mind?
I don't know. Trent Wild, I have wondered about him. I mean, he was removed from the roster of this company for a reason. And ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing that reason right now. I don't want to step on somebody else's gimmick, but if there's a loose cannon in professional wrestling, it is Trent Wild.
Trent Wild pleaded with everyone that would listen. All he wanted to do in his life was return to the wrestling ring. He made us all feel sympathy. Joey Sylvia!
Sylvia's got a chair! He's got a chair!
My God, Joey Sylvia on one leg, hobbling to the ring. He saw what was going on. He couldn't sit in the back and watch any longer.
Oh my goodness, Joey Sylvia obviously had medical attention. The knee is wrapped. The Converse is in a world of hurt. Trent Wild standing there acting like the cat that ate the canary. He had something happen that he was happy about. Sylvia's going to try to back him away from the ring with a steel chair.
How in the world could Trent Wild, all I've heard in the past few months is Trent Wild's sob stories of how much this profession meant to him. He just wanted to wrestle again. He didn't want to hurt anyone again. He just wanted a second chance. He had a second chance. And what in God's name is going on?
Joey Sylvia just DDT'd the champion in the middle of the ring.
Joey Sylvia, he's not even limping.
Oh my goodness, I smell something dirty. What in the world? They embracing the ring.
Ric Converse has been laid out. Not only courtesy of Trent Wild, courtesy of Joey Sylvia ripping off the bandages. Joey Sylvia has fooled every single human being in the Carolina Sports Arena. Why in God's name would Joey Sylvia ever do something like this?
Sylvia was screaming something about 5 years. I have no idea what he's talking about. I think he's lost it. But I mean, what does this mean? Trent Wild and Joey Sylvia double teaming the heavyweight champion, and they continue.
Trent Wild with the inverted DDT. Joey Sylvia, I saw his leg on that moonsault. I mean, I've always known Joey Sylvia has had some of the most incredible flexibility in the world, but I never thought ever he would try and fabricate his own injury, trying to set up his own friend, Ric Converse, not the power drive. Rex Cyrus! Oh my God!
Oh my goodness, X Cyrus able to make the save, but Converse was still dropped on his head.
X Cyrus trying to make the save for his partner. Obviously, X Cyrus still standing alongside Ric Converse. Now Sylvia from behind. That's what you did.
And Joy Sylvia walking normal on the outside of the ring. That is the headline here.
What goes through a man's mind to do a cold, calculated attack like that? Trying to fake your own injury, possibly fake a career-ending injury just to try and turn against a man that's been in your corner, a man that stood by your side for years and years. And Trent Wild, I don't even consider Trent Wild to be a professional wrestler. He hasn't been a professional wrestler in over a year. He doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't deserve to be in a wrestling ring. He needs to leave. He needs to be banned from this building for the rest of his life.
Yeah, they need to ban anybody that agrees with what they're doing as well. I wouldn't mind seeing them go out the front door with them.
X Cyrus, God bless X Cyrus. He did everything in his power to try and be there for Ric Converse. And X Cyrus, he can barely even stand on his own 2 feet.
X Cyrus has bounced off the concrete at least a dozen times tonight that we have seen. Slick Diddy, he's been dropped on his head. He's been double and triple teamed. I tell you what, this is not good for Slick Diddy Ric Converse.
Referee Charles Richardson did the correct thing. He threw the bout out, ruled it a no contest. That was the right call. He had no choice. For a second there, in my heart, I wanted to say, yes, Trent. Yes, Trent's the legal man. But in the end, Trent Wild just takes the knife and stabs it repeatedly in the back, and then hands it to Joey Sylvia, and he does the same thing.
And you gotta admit, we should have known. The red light should have flashed when Trent Wild pulled the chain out of his pocket.
Ric Converse, obviously, his heart has been ripped from his body.
The fans here are stunned. They are standing here wondering what in the world they have just seen.
Commissioner Cross trying to talk to Ric Converse, possibly trying to console him, because 2 of Ric Converse's best friends in this world have just stabbed him in the back. And how do you go on after something like that? The Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title is the most prestigious title in the entire Mid-Atlantic, but right now in Ric Converse's heart and mind, it's completely meaningless to what his friends just did to him.
That's right. This is CWF Mid-Atlantic, bringing the eyes of the world back to the Mid-Atlantic area.
Hopefully we'll have some more information on this. If you can't be there live and in person on March 11th, please join us on DVD.
Rick, up!
Oh, shut up! You shut up, you little...
Joey!
I want him reinstated.
Yeah!
Wow.
Now we gotta do it again. Tag match.
Joey's the man! Joey's freaking act like
I promise you, on my job, you want him back here, he's reinstated. He's reinstated. Trent Wild will return to CWF, and you can get your hands on him. And for Joey Sylvia, I don't know what, I can't tell you, but you got one good friend right there.
Was that 5 years, 6 years?
Yeah, put him in a cage match, Mitch. Follow the cage.
Tag match. That was good.
I'm done, man. I don't know.
Cage match, fatal 4-way.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Let's hear it one more time for Rick Cyrus and Slick Diddy Ric Converse.
Everybody want to miss Joe?
How's yours, Rex?
I thought it was better, but now I got a stinger in my neck.
Everybody want to miss Joe?
Sorry, they can't run forever.
Every time Brandon Day gets close to that brass ring, somebody pulls the rug out from under me. Whether it's Cyrus, whether it's one partner not showing up and getting suspended, whether it's my other partners, Marcellus and Julius, pulling me out themselves, I just can't get a break. You know what? I need to make a public apology here to Cyrus. I didn't mean to hurt your neck, but you got in the way of me and the Mid-Atlantic title. Ric Converse, you think you got some sort of sob story because your friends are jumping you from every side? You haven't even begun to see what Brandon Day is capable of. Like me or don't like me, I got one goal in mind, and that's that belt around your waist.
My partner and I had the opportunity of a lifetime. We both had a shot at the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title, the most prized title, crown, if you will, in the Mid-Atlantic area. Julius Augustus had a shot at the Mid-Atlantic title, but some way, somehow, it got misconstrued.
No. That's enough. You know what? Straight up, Ric Converse, you need to thank your lucky stars that Brandon Day pulled me off of your sorry. You better be lucky. You better be thankful. You better pray to your God that I don't get my hands on you in the near future, because I promise you, Ric Converse, I don't want your title. I need your title. I've worked too long and too hard to not get the recognition that I deserve in this sport. Marcellus King is going to be on top. Mark my words. I don't care who I got to go through. That title's going to be mine.
Hey, what is wrong with you, this guy?
Come on, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Come on.
Rick, what's going on? What's going on, man? Why? He wants back in here so bad. Trent Wild wants in here. He's saying, just call him. And then he does this. And what's up with Joey Sylvia?
So I've been friends with that guy for 5 years. I was there for his first match, man. You know what, Commissioner? I'm sorry, man. I just need to get my head clear. I can't talk about this right now, man.